Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Everybody standing for the national anthem of the Netherlands. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van der Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. So we're up and running. The Netherlands have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback.
Takes a shot! And that is high.
Mbappe most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Now it's Marlon. Ferran Torres. And it's Parejo. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Parejo. Great chance! Flamengo with the corner, there first. Gakpo is there to clear. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pacho. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And it's Bergkamp. Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Reinders. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Quarter of an hour played. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bergkamp. Yamal. Chance to deliver. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. It's Parejo! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Parejo certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Now it's Marlon. Muscular approach does pay off here. Van Dijk. Cafu. And Jamal. And here's Bergkamp. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? It's anyone. And again. Goal! Flamengo! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Flamengo currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Cafu. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's picked his way through. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's a player who has defined a generation. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Flamengo have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Parejo, pressing high and with purpose. Ferran Torres. And it's Parejo. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Bergkamp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Jamal. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. They get a throw-in. He's got away. This looks promising. Opts to play it back. Reinders! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
De Jong is there and he can pick it up. Gakpo. Oh, he's burst through. Gravenberg.
And the ball is out of play. Van Dijk.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pacho.
And Jordi Alba.
Back towards the middle. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
How would you review the first half?
Flamengo clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
And please welcome
Flamengo sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So let's get the ball rolling.
Parejo.
Ferran Torres chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Yamal, and he's whipped it across. Van Dijk clears it away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Flamengo have their second corner now. He's having a shot! Yamal. Pacho.
It's Van Dijk.
Pacho.
And it's Jordi Alba. And Parejo.
And it's Bergkamp. Played out towards the right wing.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
De Jong.
Shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through.
Well, played right into his path.
Shapes to shoot! Well, that is remarkable.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitutions taking place.
Flamengo choosing to make the first change. Ferran Torres. Flamengo with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Yamal's, he leaps for it! De Jong. Flamengo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Gravenberg. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Gakpo. Threads one in. Now it's Reinders. Ferran Torres. Rabiot. Aimed beyond the defence.
Dumfries. De Jong. Van Dijk. Now it's Gakpo. Now that looks a decent ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Deftly away. Cafu, who does have an assist to his name. Yamal. Ferran Torres.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Substitution.
And here's Mbappe. Yamal. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's having a go!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Substitution in progress.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gravenberg. Nice physical challenge. Looking for the run. Chips it through. And now they can clear their lines. That's destined for the flank. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Van der Ven. And it's Reinders. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. Vidal. Forlan. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 18.
The Netherlands can make their change now with a break in play.
Number 14.
Flamengo could be danger here.
Coming on the field. Number 10.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Justin Clive. Number 26.
Now it's Gakpo. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And a header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now he's got space here. Bruno Fernandes looking to receive it in space. It's out for a goal kick. Van der Ven. And Timber. Rabiot.
4 added minutes has been
Added
indicated.
minutes on the board. Oh, that's superb. Chance for a shot! just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Flamengo get their fourth corner.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Kluivert. Now it's Memphis Depay. And no, that was never going to make it. De Ligt. So that's it. It is all over. Flamengo can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The strains of the national anthem of Australia.
Who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Ferran Torres, is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally. when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So we're up and running. Van Dijk. Yamal. And he's let fly. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
The most accurate pass. Parejo. That's destined for the flank. And that's played in low. And that's the keeper's ball. Jordi Alba. Pacho. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba. For Parejo. Swung over. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Flamengo have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Played out to the left flank.
Australia genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide.
Shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jordi Alba. Ferran Torres. And Parejo. And here's Forlan. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Van Dijk. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Yamal. Played in. Yep, it's a corner. And he can clear it away. Australia have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe! Mbappe! He's got away with one there.
Irankunda. Irankunda scooting forward. Parejo. And Jordi Alba. Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Forlan. That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. And it's Forlan. He can run onto that. Shot. And a chance! Oh, crossbar! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Jordi Alba. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Look at this. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Van Dijk. Cafu. And it's Parejo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Yamal. He's being urged to shoot. Chance! Suta. And the pass is intercepted. Spread it left. Yamal. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. This possibly the last play of the half.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Quick look at his watch and the referee. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Los futbolistas ya están entrando al campo de juego.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Flamengo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk. Pacho. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal. Forlan! Throw in. Van Dijk. Oh, good spread. And he's quick to return it. Oh, super. And the shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? About as smooth as it gets. How they've waited. Now they have it. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Flamengo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Pacho.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Yamal tries one from range. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Flamengo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Erancunda. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's a promising position. That's going across goal. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Jordi Alba. For Ferran Torres. And it's Forlan. And this is Messi. And Messi!
So here comes a substitution.
Cambio en el Flamengo. Número 17. Número 19.
And
número
here's Jordi
9.
Alba.
Forlán. Entran. Número 25. Vidal.
Kovacic.
Número 8. Número 11.
Vidal! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Bergkamp. And here's Messi. And the shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Kovacic really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Cambio.
Australia can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And it's Messi. Kovacic. And this is Messi. And this is Bergkamp.
Flamengo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kovacic. And he shoots! Very much into the last knockings. Into the last 5 minutes.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Cafu. And it's Vidal. And it's Bergkamp. Kovacic. And here's Messi. And the shot. He's had a shot! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Played into the box. Oh, important interception. That's at the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Flamengo really deserved this result, it has to be said. I mean, especially for all the effort and endeavour they showed after the break. There was genuine purpose and intent in everything they tried to do, and I think they deserve it.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Una oportunidad en el fútbol.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beckley.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Dani Parejo, for me, is one of the best all-round midfielders to have come out of Spain in recent times.
He's having a hit! And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
One gone. He is through here! Pass is just off target. Cafu, not the most convincing of passes. It's a pretty loose pass.
Might want to be careful there.
Van Dijk. Pacho. And it's Parejo. Ferran Torres. It's Bergkamp. Goes for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's being urged to shoot. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
That's a sharp pass. It's run loose here. Good effort from distance. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Picked out brilliantly. Now that's a fine challenge. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Deftly out wide. And it's Bergkamp. Nicely spread. Yamal picks it up out wide. Shot at goal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Burirat. Yamal. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nicholson. Oh, good spread.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bergkamp, he's having a pop! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Threads one in. Knocks it into space. Space for him to turn and look. Out of play for a goal kick. Not the most accurate pass. He's found the way through. Yamal. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Cafu, the man we've all come to watch. Parejo. And here's Bergkamp. Shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's having a go! And oh, he's been caught napping. In he goes again! Nicely aimed pass.
That, Peter, is wonderful.
And he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Towering header! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Ferran Torres is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Ferran Torres will not want to lose out here, not against it. It's Bergkamp! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bergkamp clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Flamengo have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Sangwal. The referee's awarded a free kick. Yamal. Oh, that is a nice touch.
There will be 1 minute
Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Parejo. And he's decided to go for it. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And now, to all members of the crowd,
and we are up to the break.
Flamengo certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Flamengo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Burirat. Sangwal. Van Dijk. And it's Jordi Alba. Ferran Torres. And it's made its way to him. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Mai. No, that's been intercepted. Van Dijk. Bergkamp being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Van Dijk. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And Parejo. Jordi Alba. Ferran Torres. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mai. And still we await the first breakthrough. Ferran Torres. And here's Mbappe. Bergkamp. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
One gone. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cafu. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Bergkamp. Has a look and plays it forward.
Popima really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. Yamal. And here's Mbappe! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution for Thailand, number 22.
So we have movement on both benches. So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Half an hour gone in the second half. That has not gone well. Chanatip. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Kovacic. He's picked his way through. A lot of space ahead. And the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Thailand, number 7.
Flamengo have their third corner.
To replace him is number 31. Substitution in progress.
Mbappe! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! And no mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 18, Kylian Mbappe.
Thailand making further changes here, and in quick succession. Tirasil joining us now. I think we all anticipated that.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
Number 14.
Flamengo have surely won it, or so you would think.
10.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Now it's Mbappe.
And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung, and the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. Chance to deliver. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Ball's played through. Son Heung-min providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Mbappe. Chanatip pass somewhat off target.
And we're done. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
you